So good morning, everybody. I welcome you in Berlin. We are really surprised, to be honest, very surprised. And let's say a couple of years ago when Professor Gianluigi Pilot decided to run this kind of course in London, yes, we had at the beginning good success. And he decided that for the ISOWOG, it could be worth to have all these talks recorded. And we expected that in few years, everything was said and we'll have, at the end of the day, 50 people and the other one sitting at home and listening to the talks. In the meantime, we have on the website something around 250 or 300 talks. And it seems that people are still enjoying coming to the meeting despite having many of these talks in an older version recorded. In other words, what I want to tell you indirectly, all the talks are going to be recorded. If we are lucky, you can have it already next week, latest online. You may not need to film all the talks. It's a waste of time because you have it on your computer. If you are not member of ISOWOG, you will be automatically after this meeting, because it's in the package, member for 1 year as an online member. That means you can have access to the talks and to some 20 of the papers older than 2 years. And this is why it's not nice if you listen to a talk and you hear people speaking on cellular phone or different things. This is why switch off your cellular phone or make it on a silent basis. Or if you are a very important person and you need to hurry for a surgery, you can sit in the back that you don't interfere with us. Sometimes even with the flash, it may disturb the speaker. This is why let us concentrate on our work today. If you have questions in between, please use the microphone. Occasionally, if you are sitting really in the deep of one row, you can say it, and the speaker has to repeat the question. That later on, when it's recorded, that we know what was asked. I thank very much the few people who supported us. This is why we have only very few, which is 2 companies, Toshiba and Toshiba Medical System and GE Healthcare. And in addition, we have Astraya with Roland Denk. He's behind. Hi, Roland. How are you? Good morning. And in addition, I asked the bookseller, he providing us with the books to come and to show what he has, because many people in many countries do not have easily access to medical books that you can go out and buy a few books. You will have from all the speakers sitting in this audience who wrote a book and some examples there, then you can get the opportunity to get the book signed. And he will be in the big hall. I thank, of course, Aude and Stella and Wendy and the team of ISOWOG. They were working too hard. Actually, when we start to do this, we said, as every year, we'll do it for 300 persons, and we'll have 20 on the waiting list. And let's say many people knew that we are running such a course, and it was already after 1-2 weeks full with 250, and then we came to Berlin, and we decided to change the room, and this is why we went until 400, and we had at the end a waiting list of 60 people, and I really apologize for the one who were for a long time on a waiting list, because we couldn't fit the other room, and then one company canceled, and we get this room which fits more people. This is why we'll be running with around 500 people, and this is why we need to be really trying to be in time schedule. This is why with the break, try to come just after the break, then we can continue the session. It will be today a very long day, and we have a live demo. And I'd like to thank also my colleagues, Dr. Heiling, Dr. Zarot Lopez, and Dr. Berganto have helped me in getting patients, and I hope you will enjoy the time. For the certificates, you will get the certificates with CME tomorrow. For the German-speaking, Austrian, and from Switzerland, because we are member of the DEGUM, ÖGUM, and ESCOM, you will get in addition a plaquette from the DEGUM. We applied that and we paid them already. Then you'll get it separately. But we have to fulfill for the Ärztekammer some let's say the questionnaire and to get the question. So in other words, I'm very happy that all of you are here, and we will start this morning with the face and with the brain. And when we discussed with my co-organizers, who is Pilou, Malinger, and Palladini, what could be new this year, we decided first of all we run for the first time in obstetrics, the life demo, which is actually challenging because when you organize somewhere, you don't have easily patients, but if it's next door, it can be done. Second, we decided to, as every year, to move from place to place. This year, when he came to Germany, I was wondering to have new speakers that you know them more and more. Oliver Kagan is so world known, we don't need to present him. He's now, in the meantime, professor in Tübingen. But for us older people, he's still one of the newcomer. I'm happy that Dr. Lukas Wilhelm joined us. He will present his equal sign. You will be learning new things, and since there are some new signs and new hints published in the White Journal, sometimes you don't see them easily when you go through the journal. And this is why we prefer that the original person who published this paper comes and give this talk. Then you can know how they did it, what is the idea behind, and so on. And in addition, I have my colleague, Dr. Heling, who will be doing the heart tomorrow. And unfortunately, Dr. Berg, Professor Berg, couldn't come and join us for personal reasons. This was the crew I wanted from Germany to be presented at this meeting. And you see that we have always something new, and I'm very happy that we could get Professor Praja of Vienna. If there is one person doing MR in the world, this is Daniela. She's one of the pioneers on this field. And if there are 2-3 people challenging her on the part of ultrasound, it will be Professor Malinger, Professor Pilou, and Palladini. And I hope we'll have a nice interaction. I asked her to give one talk, what was for me very important, that how can obstetrician read an MR images? Because every one of us tries to work with this MR people, but sometimes when they receive a CD, you look at it, what is typical for 24 weeks, what are the parts they look for, and I hope this will be covered. I'm sure you enjoyed the program, otherwise you will not have booked here. For the evening part, some of you want to go out and so on. This morning on the radio, I heard that in Berlin we have 6,500 restaurants. That means you will have enough place. But in case you need something, some recommendations, my colleague can help you. But Anke Zarut-Lopez put, let's say, some 10 pages together on some locations here around, and it's uploaded on the website of ISWOC. Then we can check if you find some place. I think I've said enough, and now